So this one is for those who are in charge of the prisons who keep setting up people to make them go to jail because it's a money making thing. All the ways that you make money from people being jailed. This business idea is for you and the government. So when there's a lot of people in society who can't really deal with the challenges that come with being a fully functional member of society, right? A lot of people go to jail and they come out and it's just so weird out here, and it's like they get used to being in there, they get used to their communities and how things go inside the jail and stuff like that. So what some of them do is commit crimes to go to jail. People who can't really hold down a job, they come. So a lot of people commit crimes willingly just so they could go to jail. You people who are in charge of the jails, you set up people just so they could go to jail, so you could get free labor and whatever other financial incentives that come with that. So how about you just make going to jail voluntary? People who don't want to play the game of working to make a living and all these things, how about you come up with a system where they can voluntarily opt out of this system where you have to work to make money and send your children to school and all these things, and just volunteer to go into whatever house. Maybe you don't have to call it jail, but some kind of is a place where you provide food, clothes, and shelter for them, yeah, and they in exchange for free labor. So that way they don't have to worry about providing for themselves because it's too hard for them. So you provide for them, and they sign documents that say, well, yeah, you're gonna work for free then. Whatever skills and talents you have, we're gonna send you out to do this, and you just won't get paid. And yeah, I don't know how exactly you run your jail, but kind of like something like how you run your prison system, innit? But it's for people who they don't feel like they want to take on the challenge of being an upstanding citizen, like taking on the responsibilities, a responsible citizen. Yeah, I think that'll be better than having to make all this horrible music turning our young children, black and white and brown and yellow, into gangsters, got them killing each other and whatnot. How about you just make going into these places voluntary? You'll be surprised how many people would actually sign up for it, because it's like a village in itself. They have their own community. It's just that they're not in the money game. They got food, clothes, and shelter. They got their basics. Because they're not going to be in there completely for free. They don't have to pay financially, but there are other ways that they have to pay some kind of trade. But yeah, instead of setting up people and instead of ruining the whole of society by trying to corrupt everybody all randomly and shit into doing stupid stuff so that they could get taken to jail, or setting up people planting, your police come and plant drugs to make people go jail, or your secret organized crime agency manipulate situations. They construct elaborate schemes so that the target can do something that lands him or her in jail. How about you just make it voluntary? You won't add any karma to yourself because they're going there voluntary. They'll be there willingly, knowing that they're living there and operating under these terms and conditions. Anybody who come there, they read the document, they sign the document, and it's all legal in in the ethers and on earth. It's lawful. Divine law and earthly law. It'll be lawful. Is that too smooth for you guys? You prefer to do it the hard way? Eh? I think you might prefer to do it the hard way. Maybe you don't want the idea because the idea is coming from me. A voluntary, quote unquote, prison. You could call it something else because it sounds less dignified if you call it prison. I don't know what to call it. I'll leave that part up to you, but I feel like instead of doing all this stupid shit, accumulating all this horrible karma for yourself and for your children, for all your loved ones, because if you're a crooked cop and somebody know that you've done something unjust to them to get them into trouble, right there you got a debt. There's a debt right there that you need to pay, and all these jurors who go and judge people and send innocent people to jail and all these things, all those people, they put themselves in danger. All y'all accumulate bad karma when you run your system like that. You'd be surprised how many people would actually, even people who decide, I don't want to go there like permanently. Somebody might just feel like I need a break from all this, you know, from all the responsibility being on self, and just decide I'm gonna check into whatever you guys choose to establish based on those grounds. You get free labor as long as they're there. You get people from all walks of life with all types of talents, all types of gifts and shit like that. All you have to do is put them to good use. Think about it. Because y'all just fucking up your own lives the way how you run your system. You avoid karma altogether. Because people willingly come. And if they want to stay here, if they want to have these rooms, if they want to have food, and if they want to be provided for, then all you have to do is exchange whatever you got to offer in exchange for what we offering you. You can work out the terms and conditions of doing this, but I'm just saying, I think it's a great idea. Instead of you guys continuing to accumulate bad karma by being so vile and evil towards people, to the whole community. You're going too far, putting all these movies and music out, destroying the whole society. It's not necessary. If it's money you want, if it's power you want, if it's respect you want, there are ways to go about doing it. You're already the ones in power. How about you execute it in such a way that is healthy for you and for we, the people? There's a lot of people out there who don't want to do this quote unquote game, this money game, this go to college and go to school and make money and go fill out your resume and send out your CV and all these. There's a lot of people out there who just can't be bothered. There's a lot of people out there who are homeless right now who are very skillful, very gifted, very wise. If there was a place like this that they could go and have a shower and food and clothes and a roof over their head, you have access to all their gifts, all their knowledge. Because they will have signed papers saying that these are the terms and conditions under which you get to stay here. Fair trade. It's either they want to or they don't. When they're signing up, they know exactly what they're signing up to. If you don't comply, we put you out. You don't have to be cruel to get rich. You're welcome. I want my percentage. Okay? Thank you very much. And goodbye. I want my money for my intellectual property. Right.